Just waiting until more people come in. And then I'll start talking when more people come in. Hopefully more people come in. I'll give it like maybe 5 minutes. Maybe 2. 5 minutes is a little bit too long. How's everyone's night going now? Everyone's having a good night so far? Okay. I see there's 13 people in there. Okay, cool. I want to have a discussion about the YouTubers that got arrested at Nancy Guthrie's place about 2 nights ago. In my opinion, I'm not going to say facts because I don't know the facts. I'm only going to say my opinion. I've been watching this for a long time. Case unfold. And everything was good in the beginning. Except the one neighbor. And that's up on top of the hill. And I'm not going to say her name. If anybody knows, if anybody has been watching Nancy Guthrie case, they know the woman's name. I'm just going to say Sue. In the beginning, she didn't want her property searched. And she didn't want her security cameras checked. And ever since that, people have had speculations. But then it continued. It continued on people bashing her. They continued calling her out, saying she's guilty of this, saying that she did this, she did that. Why is she stopping people from sitting up the road? In my opinion, I don't think nothing would have happened, but there's a guy by the name of Criminal Network. He goes by the name of Alex. He goes up there by this Sue place and he more or less taunts her. Now, I understand you want to be an investigation reporter. I understand that. But when people are giving their opinions, you can't sit there and say, oh yeah, Sue Ellen this, Sue Ellen that, Sue Ellen this, Sue Ellen that with the people. You gotta say, oh yeah, that's a good point, or yeah, that's not a good point, you know, whatever. But he makes it worse by going up there continuously. For one, there's no need for him to go up by Sue's house. For two, he don't own that island. For three, while he sits there streaming all night, he taunts Sue. And some of you might be asking, okay, Wild Country, what do you mean he taunts her? Well, he sits there and plays songs of Sue Ellen constantly. That doesn't help the case. That only makes things worse. If you agree, hit the like button. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat if you disagree. Anybody's welcome with their opinions. I'm not going to time you guys out. I've been watching this, like I said, unfold. The Juice, I feel bad for the Juice because he doesn't taunt Sue like some other streamers do. He pretty much sticks by himself down the street where Nancy lives. He pretty much reports on the case. Like I said, so does Alex. But the difference is, the Juice isn't taunting Sue Ellen. The only ones that are taunting Sue Ellen is people like Alex and people like JLR. That goes on his Twitter and makes up bogus Twitter feeds or X. There's a problem with that. You can't trust certain people. You can't go by what certain people say. Go by your gut feeling. Go by what you're thinking. Investigate what you think. Don't go what other people are saying. Also, as he was in that island, he brought a pee tent. Now, yeah, that's cool. At least he's not peeing outside. I don't see what the problem is with the pee tent. Like I said, at least he's not peeing outside. At least he's going inside the tent and peeing if he has to. But what else I don't agree on is Alex bringing a machete. And for all you Alex nut holders saying, oh, he didn't do that, he didn't do this, go back to day 127 in his live. It's titled Day 127. Go there, and at the 3-hour and 20-minute mark, he shows a machete. Like, that's helping the case. It's not. How do you think Sue Ellen feels when people are up there with machetes? Or how do you think Sue Ellen feels when Alex goes up there and plays songs about her every day, day in and day out? And you're going to tell me Sue Ellen isn't watching some of these shows? You're going to tell me she's not listening to these songs being played? You're going to tell me she didn't see Alex with the machete up there? That's her business if she wants to put rocks down. If she owns that property, there shouldn't be no problem with her putting rocks down. Now, what I don't agree with is her putting poop down. That she did admit on camera. She admitted that she laid poop on the side of the road, so streamers would not sit there. Now, you got to stop and figure. It's been 4 months of the Juice and Alex streaming there, and a couple other streamers. But it's been mostly the Juice and Alex streaming for the past 4 months at Nancy's. Has Nancy been found? Not yet. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe it's telling them, hey, look, maybe we need to switch things up. Maybe we need to do different things to find Nancy instead of staying there constantly after day after day after day. I just had to bring that out. I have to speak my mind and speak what I see, because every time I go to speak in these chats of my opinion, I get timed out, because they're all for JLR. They are all for Alex. So if you see something not right on their opinion, you get timed out for your opinion. And it's not cool. So if you want an open chat where you can throw your opinions out without getting timed out, come here. If you want to give your opinions and not get timed out, go to a stream called Devil Dog. He's been covering the Nancy Guthrie case too. Great chat, great show, and great mods. They don't time you out for every stupid little opinion that you give. But yeah, if you have any comments that you want answered, or you think I may be misspeaking, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be greatly appreciated to answer all your questions. With that being said, peace out. I'm going to go pick up my car. It's at the garage. You all have a good night. I may come on later. That way I can show a couple things. That way you guys have a better picture of what I'm talking about. Because some of you that watch don't follow the Nancy Guthrie case. Some of you come just to watch me and listen to me. So for that being said, when I get home, I'm going to run a live and I'm going to show a couple things of what I mean. Why I think all this is starting to be a problem. All right, with that being said, peace out.